Hey guys, here we are back on the Comic Book Syndicate with indie comics writer Aaron Feldman. There's a movie coming out very soon called Suicide Squad from DC Comics. Let's talk about this trailer and the overall feeling of DC movies versus Marvel. What is your feeling here?
Okay, so I think that this was a really well put together trailer, and the one thing I'll give this movie is it looks different from all the other superhero movies that we're seeing. But that being said, I'm a little nervous about a lot of the choices that they seem to make. I don't know if the darkness is exactly the right way to go, and I'm willing to line up to see it, you know.
I'm still going to see it, but I'm very cautious about the way they've changed Harley Quinn. I also am not a fan of Will Smith at all. I actually boycott all of his movies, so I'm kind of having like a moral dilemma here. Like, I see every comic book movie, but I boycott every Will Smith movie, so I'm in trouble, man. I'm making like a big choice here.
So just to touch up on your Harley Quinn thing is I haven't seen enough to know for a fact that I'm going to hate the Harley Quinn interpretation, but I have a feeling I will. Just based on, I think we're going to see her origin, and the question is, are we going to go... It looks like they might have her being like tortured into insanity by the Joker. I don't know if that's the case, but it's kind of what the trailer makes it look like. And that's not the version of Harley Quinn that I like. It's a very tricky origin to work out. So I think that's going to be like the first red flag. I like Will Smith all right, but I think it's also kind of cool that they decided to have, you know, Deadshot be an actor of color too, which I think is something that you're seeing the opposite of a lot in a lot of movies where they just whitewash everyone.
Yeah,
So I think if you're not sure about Will Smith, there is that's something to look forward to.
All right, and overall, the style of DC's movies, do you think they're going in the right direction?
You know, you're talking about Ostrander flying on the seat of his pants. That's what I think the DC group are doing. I think they're just trying to play catch up so much with Marvel that they're trying to get a franchise before they get a good movie. And I think the thing Marvel did that was perfect is they started with Iron Man. They didn't start with the Avengers. They didn't worry about making Iron Man an Avengers movie. Yeah. Till the very end. They threw that in there, but it was a good movie. And they haven't made a good movie yet. I mean, you can argue Dark Knight is a good movie, but that's not...
I love Dark Knight.
Yeah, I love Dark Knight too. But it's not part of this new initiative they have of trying to make a franchise. And Green Lantern was not that movie. And Man of Steel was not that movie. And they're not ready yet to try and do that, but they're still trying to.
You wonder if what they should have done is let Christopher Nolan do his Dark Knight trilogy, but just do it in a way that at the very end, DC can come in a couple years later and go, oh, Batman's over in Paris with Alfred. Come on back. We're going to start the Justice League. Yeah. Because at least if you tied it into Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, it would have made that a perfect foundation for the universe, right?
Sure, yeah. I mean, the uphill battle they have is that Chris Nolan's Dark Knight universe doesn't have a lot of magic in it. But I guess you can just throw it in and just say it hasn't been, like, they haven't seen it yet. You know, like you still have aliens, you still have science heroes and stuff. Yeah. But I honestly think their best bet is to build off of the TV shows, which I think are like way stronger. And like The Flash is like, it's built that universe already.
You've got 3 hit TV shows plus a 4th plus Constantine. You've got all these successful TV shows and it's like they're doing everything wrong. It's like, let's just throw all that out and just start fresh again. But anyway, now we are going to go to our full review of Suicide Squad right here.